He went missing for 2 years. Then parents look behind the dresser and are shocked. In 2007, a young boy named Ricky Chekevdia went missing. Police naturally did everything they could to locate him, but for 2 years they made no progress. That was until they decided to investigate a close family member. Ricky's parents, Michael Chekevdia and Shannon Wilfong, had a tumultuous relationship even before their son was born in 2002. They were on again and off again for years. But one thing was always permanent: their arguing. After the birth of Ricky, Michael and Shannon worked out an agreement to share custody. The environment they created wasn't healthy for their son, so Ricky split his time between his mom and dad. Although Ricky's mother loved him dearly, it did seem like he had a closer bond with his father. Though Michael was in the army, he got deployed to Iraq shortly after Ricky was born. He still managed to maintain a close relationship with his son. When Michael finally returned home from his overseas duty, Shannon refused to let Michael see Ricky. Eventually, there was a court hearing scheduled to establish firm visitation rights for Michael. However, Shannon failed to show, and then the unthinkable happened. Shannon and Ricky both disappeared. 2 months after they vanished, the local department officially listed them as missing. Michael was in disbelief. Where was his son? The police immediately issued a warrant for Shannon's arrest. It wasn't likely the two were in trouble. Police assumed Shannon fled with Ricky to avoid giving Michael visitation rights. Why wouldn't Shannon want Ricky's father to play any role in his life? When authorities questioned Shannon's mother, Diane Dobbs, she told them that Michael was dangerous and that Shannon more than likely took Ricky to have a better life somewhere else. She even launched a huge smear campaign against Michael, going as far as passing out handwritten notes stating how Michael was dangerous and a flight risk. It all seemed very suspicious. A very long 2 years later, police decided to conduct another search of the grandmother's house. Police had already conducted a search of the grandmother's house when Ricky and Shannon initially went missing, but they didn't find anything. This time, however, the search led them to an unusually placed dresser. When the police pulled the dresser away from the wall, they gasped. Behind the dresser was a small opening that led to a narrow crawl space. Inside the crawl space, cowering in the back corner, were Ricky and Shannon. After 2 years, the police finally found them. When officers brought the boy outside, he began running around as if he hadn't been outdoors in years. And that may have been the case. It was a heartbreaking sight for everyone. Shannon was immediately taken into custody and arrested for her actions. Her mother also faced charges for helping her daughter carry out this plan. After a few court dates and trials, Diane was rearrested. Shortly after everything unfolded, Michael was granted full custody of his son and retired from his military duties to be a full-time father. As much as you might think an isolated experience would have changed Ricky's behavior, it actually didn't. He was still energetic, talking, and bright. Michael really couldn't have asked for any other outcome to this upsetting but eventually relieving case.